You are not a disappointment. Life's circumstances can be disappointing. Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, click that subscribe button, and for those of you that are returning, hi. So you would have seen in my last video that I did not meet my personal PhD deadline, and I got so much of love from you guys in the comments. Thank you so much. So many of you all related with it. Listen, right now is a really tough time, and I'm learning so much about grace, about being kind to myself, and not taking myself too seriously, and not taking this time too seriously either. Just doing the best that I can and letting God do the rest for me. So I thought it would be a really good video to talk about how I've been getting over disappointment, how you can bounce back and really start afresh and feel confident. So I hope that it helps you. And guys, you would see that I have my trusty notepad. I always have my notepad when I have points. So yes, my first point on how to get over disappointment is to allow yourself to feel what you feel. Don't let anyone tell you that what you're feeling is not valid, that you shouldn't be feeling this way, that you need to wipe your tears and be strong and get over it. Don't let anybody say that to you. I find that we don't allow people to just feel. We don't allow people to just cry and just have a bad day. And I want you to know that it's okay. When I realized that I did not meet my deadline that weekend, I cried and I didn't do anything. I stayed in bed, and yeah. And my mom and my dad, they called me and they're like, "Oh my God, what's going on with you?" And I'm just like, I'm just so disappointed. Like, they couldn't understand why I was crying, because in their mind, Shelly, you have until December, and in my head I had so many plans of submitting in September. So it's just allowing yourself to feel and to go through those motions and to release, let it go. All right, I know that it sounds dark and it sounds scary, but there is so much healing in releasing. Second tip to get over disappointment is to replace the disappointment with a new and reasonable goal. Disappointment happens when we have expectations of what could have been that didn't happen. So for me, I had my moment of crying. I had my moment of feeling just really down. And then on Monday, I said, enough of this. I wiped down my whiteboard and I made a new, fresh, reasonable plan. And I felt that that helped me to reactivate my goals. It also helped me to feel as though I was creating something that I can work towards and letting go of something that I couldn't have. So I'd strongly suggest new plan, new goals, new me. So the third tip that I have for you is to fill your days with positivity. Now, there are a couple of apps that I use. Well, actually there's one app that I use that I absolutely love, and I'll link it right somewhere in this video, but it's called Eternal Sunshine app, and it gives such great updates every day on being positive, staying positive. There's also meditation exercises, affirmations, yoga, just a wealth of wisdom, knowledge, and resources on there. So please check it out. I also start my day every day with positive thinking. Every day, that's the name of it. But I actually had this book since I was a teenager. My mom gifted it to me, and I should probably read what it says today. So today it says, if I can find it, 10 times each day, practice the following affirmation. I can do all things through Christ, which strengthened me. Right? And this is why I love it, because it just puts a really positive start to your day and just keeps you in that frame of mind. I also recommend two books in particular. Eternal Sunshine, and for those of you who don't know, Londrell is the man of my heart, and these are his books. This book really changed my life when I was going through my spiritual awakening and figuring my stuff out, and this one is just one that I use every day. So really, you know, having a resource or a library of positive material around you can really help. And I actually have sunflower soul on my desk, so when I start to feel a bit overwhelmed, I take 10 to 15 minutes and I just like read a couple of the passages in here. So the fourth tip that I have is to go and enjoy your life. Go and take a walk outside. Go and, you know, treat yourself to a really yummy meal. Buy that dress that you've been looking at. Go and hang out with friends. We went into London and I had such an amazing time celebrating my friend's birthday, and I didn't realize how much I needed that moment, how much I needed to dress up and to just feel like a woman, not feel like, you know, I'm in quarantine looking busted, but really feel myself and remember who I am. And I felt that, you know, I needed more of that. And I want to encourage you, if you are feeling a bit down in your PhD write-up, please enjoy your life. Take a moment to smell the roses. Take a moment to interact with people as well. You'll be surprised how just interacting with people helps uplift your mood. And that's actually one of the reasons why I enjoy going to the cafe, because I meet so many different people in the cafe. They always are a bit chatty, and I like that because I don't have any chitter-chatter home. So that really does help me. And I would also say to you, it's okay to splurge on yourself a little bit right now. Enjoy your life. If it is your splurge is something on Amazon or something you saw in a store, do it, because we need it sometimes. We need to feel like we are worthy and we are deserving. So enjoy your life. There is so much of life outside of your desk. There is so much of life waiting for you. I cannot stress this enough. Go take a walk and just enjoy the life outside. All right. And the last thing that I want to say about getting over disappointment is to please talk about it. I know that it's easier said than done, and I know that sometimes it feels like you can't connect to people because you're doing something that no one else is doing, but I would suggest lightly talking about it. You don't have to go into depth. I'll give you an example. If I go into the cafe and somebody asks me, how am I doing? I take that opportunity to actually say how I'm doing, to honestly and genuinely say what is on my agenda, you know, what is taking up all of my time, which is my PhD. And in that conversation, I'll likely say, I'm going good, you know, I've just been really busy with my PhD. And what that does is it prompts people to ask you about your PhD. So you have created an opportunity to talk about it. And it doesn't need to be any deep talking, but just putting, you know, speaking on your PhD and putting your PhD in spaces where it can be, you know, recognized, and people can understand what you're going through. So you might think that some people don't understand what you're going through, and they might have a story to share with you, which might give you inspiration and which might make you feel less isolated. So please talk about it. For me, I'm so grateful that I have a boyfriend as well as my family that are just so open and receptive and listen to me and support me. So I talk to them all of the time on the things that are happening with me, and I have really supportive friends as well. So I want you to, you know, not bottle it in, and that is related to the first point that I made, which was to release and let go, and to talk about it. All right, it's going to save you so much a headache, so much of frustration, so much of loneliness, and you're going to feel so much better when you talk about the things that burden you. And the final thing that I want to say on this topic of getting over disappointment is you are not a disappointment. Life's circumstances can be disappointing. There's a difference. I want you to remember that difference. You are worthy and you can do all that you've set out to do. It may not go according to plan. Sometimes it doesn't go according to the timing that you have set, but all things happen in due course. And if you fall, Pick yourself back up and get up and go again. Life will make you stumble. It's not the first time that you're going to be stumbling. There will be more times that you will stumble. The difference is how fast you get up. So I want you to keep that in mind. Know that you are supported. And for those of you that are writing up your PhD right now, I wish you so much of clarity, so much of support, so much of love, so much of positivity, and so much of knowing that you got this. Because I know I got this. Anyways, guys, thank you so much again for watching this very short video. I just wanted you to know that I'm doing well. I felt the love in my last video. Thank you. And I'll see you in another video.